All right, take two. I'm Ethan. I am the speaker tonight. This is my audience.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Ben.
Carly. I'm Christina.
Connor.
Jamie.
That's Barney.
Yeah, that's Barney. Say hi, Barney.
He's so happy.
The butterfly effect suggests that with every decision we make, there is a new universe created due to the outcome of that decision. At the very least, every choice a person makes does make some sort of change in their life. For me, the decision to meet up with a group of people that I barely knew from my hometown led to me meeting my best friend, Connor. Us meeting happened by small chance through this group of people that we both knew. It was all of our first couple days at college, and I had met up with these people to escape from the boredom and anxiety of being in my new dorm. One of these people, now my friend Ian, introduced us to a friend that he made during his orientation. Connor was that friend's roommate and tagged along because he also didn't know anybody else. At first, none of us were too sure about this guy, but I realized pretty quickly how cool he is. After hanging out with him almost every day for over a year, I've seen many of the great qualities Connor has. Through his actions, he's shown that he is generous and caring, always knows how to have fun, and always gives the best advice. First, I'll tell you a story that displays his generous and caring qualities. Throughout our friendship, Connor has done many things to show me and others his generosity. A great example of this is from just a few weeks ago. Connor, our two roommates, and myself had been planning on going to King's Dominion in October for the haunt, and we'd been planning this for a while, but none of us really looked into it. A couple weeks before our chance to go, and Connor has a surprise for the 2 October birthdays in our house. He took the 4 of us to King's Dominion for the day, made sure everybody brought enough snacks, and offered to pay for anything we needed in the park. He even got us all a game card to share and made sure that everybody had a chance to play a game they wanted. When one of us got really tired and worn out at some point in the evening, Connor stayed behind to make sure everything was okay, while the other 2 of us went out and fetched some water and food. If that doesn't show someone you care, I don't know what does. That's just one of the many times I've seen Connor be giving and caring for the people around him. It's also one of the many times Connor's shown his ability to find something fun to do. The first time I hung out with Connor, we went to a random park that yet another person I vaguely knew had told us about. It was the middle of the night and only our second day at college. We ended up meeting a couple people while we were at the park, one of which is here tonight. Later that week, Connor took me to Belle Isle, an island in the middle of the James River that I had never even heard about. One week in October, Connor decided on a whim to go out and buy a skateboard and try to learn with me. That one didn't last for very long. One night before an impending storm, Connor and I decided it was a good idea to stay up all night so we could do our homework and hang out. We both finished our work in less than an hour and ended up wandering around Richmond and ending up at the same park multiple times. Class never ended up getting canceled, so we both had to go to our 8 a.m.s and take quizzes that morning. Even when it was more than freezing out, with 2 feet of snow on the ground, Connor found a way for us to get out of the dorms by using his car as a mobile hangout spot. The point is, Connor is someone who can always find something fun from really anything, right down to using his own rules for Uno to make the game more strategic and keep it going for longer. Something I learned as we grew closer is that Connor is also a great person to go to if you need advice or help with something. When someone complains about mundane daily tasks that no one wants to do, his response will always be, "Don't do it," or "Don't go." That's usually not great advice, but when it's something important, Connor knows how to take it seriously. Anytime I have ever really needed to talk about something or just didn't know what to do, Connor's been able to help me. Whether it's as cut and dry as, should I save or pay my credit card bill off first, or as heavy and complex as, should I break up with my girlfriend? Connor has a knack for finding good solutions. He looks at situations holistically and will tell me when he thinks I'm wrong and how to fix it. There's none of that yes man stuff, and that's something I fully appreciate. So, I've told you all how my best friend makes the people he's close to feel cared for, always knows how to have fun, and never fails to tell you what you need to hear. For a while in my life, I had trouble finding friends, especially quality ones at that. All throughout elementary and middle school, I had one specific friend that I would go to every single weekend and spend the night at his house. In high school, all of my girlfriends would always take that spot, and that would work okay until we'd break up and I would have nobody to go to. I'm learning now more than ever that a significant other is no replacement for that kind of friendship. I cannot explain how appreciative and grateful I am for the people that are close to me today and always have my back. Thank you guys, and thank you, Connor. Your friendship is by far the best thing to come out of college, and I'm glad that I ended up in this universe. Thank you.
Hooray for healthy connections.